Lumberjack softball here on KOFE 1240, your home for Lumberjack sports. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you these broadcasts of Lumberjack sports. Now we're going to go ahead and head down to the softball fields where Tim Parrish is waiting to give you the pregame show right here on KOFE. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. Go Lumberjacks!
And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish back here at St. Mary City Park Field, ready for Game 2 of the Lumberjacks versus the Lumberjacks versus the Bonners Ferry Badgers. And let's see here. We've got our lineups all ready for you. St. Mary's will be, of course, the home team being in the outfield. To start with, Tacey Watkins pitching for the Lumberjacks, Brenna Elliott behind home plate, Mia Asbury at first base. Avery Baird will take the place of the injured Berkeley McGrill at second base. Third base is Danica Sloper, shortstop Anna Sandy. In left field, we've got Lexi Brebner. Center, it's Maddie Thomas and Stacy Mitchell in right. Leading off for the Badgers is Jody Curtis. We're going to give you guys some upcoming schedules and stuff like that as we get rolling along as well. First batter is up and ready to go, though, for the Badgers. First pitch swung on, fouled off for strike one. Waiting for the next pitch from Watkins. That one is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Curtis. Watkins struck out 12 in the first game. Next pitch, again, fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Curtis. On deck is Jaden Falk. In the hole is Kaylee Sumter. That's your first 3 batters for the Badgers. Next pitch fouled off as well. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the golf team had their senior night yesterday up at the golf course. They had a pretty good outing. I forget what they finished, but I did share it to our Facebook page. Next pitch. I think they say she fouled that one off as well. Got a piece of it. Around 1 ball, 2 strikes. The golf team will be back in action on Thursday at the Kellogg Invite at Galena Ridge Golf Course. That's going to be a ground ball, and it's going to be just under the glove of Sloper. They're going to try to get to second on the throw, and they are going to make it safely to second. I'm going to call it a single on the ground ball. And I'm going to say she got over to second on the throw. So the leadoff on with no outs brings up Jaden Falk for the Badgers. Boys Baseball says this must be an old schedule. I'm going to have to look up the new one. Going to get a stolen base to third. An error on the Lumberjack catcher, I believe it was, Brenna Elliott. And that's going to bring the run across for the Badgers. And don't know what the count is. Swing and a miss on that pitch, strike 1. So this is definitely not the right. I thought I had the right. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's the first strikeout. Let's see if I can find my upcoming schedules here. I may not have printed off the new schedule just yet, but I thought I did because we had games on Saturday, which was senior night. So next break, I'll take a look and see if I can find it. First pitch going to be a swing and a miss to Kaylee Sumter. On deck for the Badgers will be Taylor Sumter. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Next pitch going to be a swing and a miss. Well, that's the second strike. I missed something. Somewhere I got something ahead of myself. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's 1 ball. That's a 3rd strike. She'll go down swinging. That'll bring up Taylor Sumter for the Badgers. Going to be a called strike on the first pitch. A little bit more excitement, it seems like, coming out of the dugout for the Badgers. Well, I have misplaced my schedules for next week, so I'll look them up in a little bit. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Have to go back on my phone, look at my emails, and see what my schedule shows in there. Next pitch on the way. Going to be a foul tip caught. And out number 3. See if I can find that on my. Let's see, is that actually in the in-play section? I know there's a caught foul tip. I'm sure there is on my stats. Apparently there is not. No runs, 1 hit, no error, or a couple of errors. Actually, let's go ahead and go recap. Well, it won't let me yet. Hang on. Strike 3. So recap of the inning, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for the Badgers. They lead 1-0 going into the bottom of the first. We'll be back with the lineup for your Lumberjacks.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Idaho needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we are back, and I have my schedules. The girls and boys will be on the road tomorrow. We will not be at those games. We do apologize for that, but we have some other things going on. Kind of a busy week for us. Avery Baird will bat first for the Lumberjacks. She's batting where Berkeley McGrill usually would bat, but she did get injured in that last game. She's going to take a swing at that second pitch, and she's going to pop a little line drive right to the pitcher, and the pitcher able to snag it out of the air for the ground, for the out. Threw it over to first just for good measure, but good contact by Baird, just right to the pitcher. First pitch to Brenna Elliott is going to hit her, and that'll put her over on first base. So that's the next batter is Tacey Watkins. In the outfield for the courtesy runner Kendra Nicholson for Brenna. The outfield for the Badgers, it's Taylor. That is not Taylor Sumter. I think I got the wrong Sumter pitching. Taylor pitched in the last one, right? Nope, that is the right one. I think she did pitch in the first game. She's pitching now as well. Foul ball, strike one. That pitch is low, ball one, passed ball, gets Nicholson over to second, but she's then going to be tagged out on a pickle in the middle there.
Oh yeah, hey, remember, always stay on your bases, right? Hey, when you see that ball in the dirt like that, you gotta let it jump, that's on you.
The third baseman ends up getting the tag on Kendra Nicholson. She got caught in a pickle. Going to get a foul ball again to Watkins. So I believe 1 ball, 2 strikes to Watkins, I think is the call. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. May not be able to get you the outfield soon enough. Next pitch. Up high, ball 2. So Taylor Sumter pitching for the Badgers. Savannah Richter behind home plate. Kaylee Sumter at first. Second base is Ava Fredrickson. Next pitch is a little dribbling ground ball to the second baseman, Ava Fredrickson. The throw is in time for the out, and that will retire the side. St. Mary's, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 1 completed inning, it's the Badgers 1, the Lumberjacks 0. We'll be back.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Let's go over some quick schedules for you. I was going to try to write them down so I'd have them in front of me, but a lot of work to do so. So tomorrow, Wednesday, the JV boys, JV girls have a doubleheader here in St. Mary's against Timberlake. That's JV boys, JV girls, baseball, softball. Varsity boys, varsity girls will be at Timberlake for doubleheaders. The games here in town for the JV team start at 3 o'clock. The games for the boys and girls varsity at Timberlake start at 4 o'clock. Once again, we are not going to be making it to Timberlake for those games on Wednesday. On Thursday, we've got the golf team at the Wallace Invite. Good luck to them. That'll begin at 10 a.m. Track on Thursday will be at the District 1 Meet of Champions at Post Falls High School. That'll begin at 2:30 p.m., so good luck to them. Friday, once again, I don't know if we're going to make it out to this game or not, but baseball will be at Genesee High School. 4:30 is the scheduled game. Also on Friday, varsity softball at Genesee High School. So again, I'm going to have to see if we're going to make it out to those ones. I might make it out there. I'm not sure. To doubleheader, not really a doubleheader, but on Friday, the JV softball will also play at Genesee. So that's your upcoming schedule. I know we won't be all in the air tomorrow for those games in Timberlake. We'll see if we can make it out to Genesee. Strike one called to Schmeier as she's at the, that is not who that is. This is number 20, it looks like. And I need to look at my phone to see what this batter was. Swing and a miss. She's got 3 strikes really quick, but I've got to still see what batter this was because they didn't have her on the roster lined up that I put in to begin with. It claims it is Schmeier Elena, but it is number 22, Cone Amanda. Amanda Cone, who strikes out. Now we've got number 15 of Richter. Fouls that pitch off. I think I missed the first pitch. So wait and see what the pitch count is. He just gave the signals, and I was looking down once again, so I didn't catch that. But it is now Savannah Richter, 1 out. Next pitch going to be a swing and a miss, so strike 3. And another strikeout for Watkins on the day. Brings up Kira Sumter for the Bulldogs. Or not the Bulldogs. First time I've done it. I wanted to call them that a couple times, but it is the Badgers, not the Bulldogs. 2 outs, nobody on for Bonners Ferry. They lead 1-0. Pitch comes. Man, that's a called strike. I thought that one came across low. I actually thought it even bounced right on the plate, but he calls that a strike. 1. Watkins rocks and fires. That one's up high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sumter. Next pitch on the way. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sumter. This is Kyra Sumter. Or it's Kira Sumter. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball. And it just gets under the glove of Avery Baird. She did not touch the ball, so it's not an error. Just didn't get that ball close enough to the ground to scoop it up. So runner on first for the Badgers with 2 outs. Brings up Ava Fredrickson. Ava is the second baseman. First pitch to Ava on the way. I think it was a ball. And Lumberjacks get the caught stealing on the throw from, I believe it was to second base to Avery Baird, and that retires the side. So the Lumberjacks have no runs, or they give up no runs, only 1 hit, no errors, and none left on base. Going into the bottom of the first inning, St. Mary's trails 1-0. Going into the bottom of the second inning, the Lumberjacks trail 1-0 to the Bonners Ferry Badgers. We'll be back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
And we are back. Stacy Mitchell takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Second pitch is up high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Mitchell. On deck, Mia Asbury for the Lumberjacks. Next pitch on the way. Called strike 1 down the middle. 2-1 count to Mitchell. Taylor Sumter, I'm pretty sure she pitched that first game. Looking a little bit more in control in this one. That pitcher, though, that does miss for ball 3. A little more talk, a little more chatter, a little more enthusiasm coming out of the Badgers in game 2 as well. 3-1 count, pitch on the way. Up high, ball 4, and Mitchell earns the walk. Brings up Mia Asbury with no outs. On deck, Danica Sloper. In the hole, Michaela Spray. Lumberjacks trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Gave up a run on an error in that first inning. First pitch to Asbury, going to be fouled off, strike 1. Mitchell has to return over to first base. She was ready to go to get into scoring position. She'll settle back down to first. 0-1 pitch on the way. Down the dirt, ball one. Passed ball, going to get Mitchell over to second base. Actually, it was a hit by pitch, it looks like. Puts Mia on first. So no outs, runners at first and second. Danica Sloper, the third baseman, steps in. Michaela Spray on deck. She's going to take a golf swing at that first pitch, kind of low, strike one. They're going to get an E on the catcher as the catcher throws it out, trying to get it to second base. And one run will come in on that error. Also making it over to all the way to third is Mia Asbury. So Lumberjacks tie the game up on an error. Ball outside to Sloper. 1 ball, 1 strike. Go ahead run sitting at third for St. Mary's. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at that one. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sloper. Next pitch. Fouled up and over. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs for the Lumberjacks. Runner at third base, 1 run across here in the bottom of the second. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the first batter goes down swinging. Or the first out. Taylor Sumter had 4 strikeouts in the first game, now has her first one of the second game. Brings up Michaela Spray with no outs, next or 1 out. First pitch going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Swings right over the top of that one. Next pitch, high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch on the way. Going to get a foul ball on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Spray. Trying to see, it kind of looks like trying to see where all of our batter or outfielders are. The number 20 that batted a minute ago doesn't seem to be out there now. Pitch, next one, swing and a miss. Kind of a low ball there. Strike 3, and that'll retire Spray with the strikeout. Next pitch. That pitch is to Lexi Brebner, who watches it come across for strike 1. Swing and a miss at the next pitch, strike 2. Oh, 2 count, pitch on the way, up high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Brebner. Takes a swing at that next one, and it's a low one. Strike 3, and that will retire the sides. There was 1 run. Let me see here. Give me a second. Try to see if I can catch a number on the right fielder. There was 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We're tied up going into the top of the 3rd inning. We'll be back.
Venture, any task, anytime, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Sun Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Sun Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
And we are back. Leading off, it should be Ava Fredrickson for the Badgers with her first at bat. Batting in the number 8 slot for the Badgers. Watkins in the pitching circle, gets her signals from Elliott behind home plate. The pitch on the way. She was able to hold back on that one just barely, and they're going to say ball one high on that first pitch. Next pitch on the way. Strike one on the outside edge of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Fredrickson. On deck is Gardner with the top of the order coming up. Next pitch. Strike 2, same spot. Outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Watkins fires. That one up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two-two pitch. On the way. Watkins fires. Swing and a miss on that changeup. Strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Watkins now. Wind continues to pick up. Clouds gathering some steam too as they get a little bit cloudier as we speak off to the west or east. Brings up the number 4, Kylie Gardner. First pitch, fastball called strike 1. Looked like that was just right at the thighs or just a little bit above the knees there. Watkins steps back up, toes the rubber, looks in, ready for the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, looked like another fastball, strike 2. 0-2 count to Gardner. 1 out, nobody on. After Gardner's done with her at bat, it'll be the top of the order for the Badgers with Jody Curtis on deck. The pitch on the way. Reaches for kind of a high one there, fouls that one off. That one looked like it came off the top of a car that just pulled up over there. 0-2 count to Gardner. Pitch on the way. Down just a little low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the fastball, because that one definitely looked like a fastball. And it'll be out number 2. Brings up the top of the order, Jody Curtis. She hit a single in her first at bat for the Badgers. Coach has the name Badgers right across the back of her shirt, right in front of me. I keep forgetting. Gonna get a swing at that one, foul it off, strike 1. Once again, the wind picking up as the weather comes in. It's coming in from the east, though. And the wind is funny, it's blowing towards the east. Oh, 1 count to Curtis. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That one a little bit high. Maybe that rise ball that I know that Watkins is good with. 0-2 count now to Curtis. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That will retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for the Badgers. And when we come back, it'll be the bottom of the lineup. Maddie Thomas for the Lumberjacks. It's all tied up 1 apiece into the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll be back.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
And we are back. Once again, the wind really kind of picking up here. Trying to blow my laptop off the table. First pitch going to be a swing and a foul ball, I think it was, to Maddie Thomas for strike one. Next pitch, low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Thomas. Too much stuff to keep an eye on right now with this wind blowing. That pitch is up high. 1 ball, or 2 balls, 1 strike to Thomas. Next pitch on the way. Outside, ball 3. 3-1 count now to Thomas. That pitch called strike 2, full count, 3-2. Thomas thought it was going to be ball 4. That one is up high. That'll be ball 4. Brings up the top of the order, Avery Baird. She made contact with her second pitch that she took at the top of the order. Line drive out to the pitcher. First pitch to Baird, down low, ball 1. Maddie Thomas with the stolen base. 1-0 count to Avery. Next pitch on the way. Swings on that one. Fouls it up over the snack shack. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch going to be a fair ball. Fair ball, ground ball. And they will get to play it first just barely. I think it was the catcher that made that throw. Maddie Thomas makes it over to third on that throw. And we already had 1 pitch to Brenna Elliott, and I didn't see what it was. Second pitch was ball 1 at least. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at a high one there. And an error there on the catcher trying to get it out to third base, and they're going to bring Elliott home. I think it was the catcher. It was an error nonetheless. Still not sure what the count is. 1-2. That pitch is low. The Lumberjacks take the lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Elliott, 1 out. St. Mary's leads it 2-1. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball, foul. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2-2 pitch. Ball 3 up high. Runs the count full to Elliott. She was hit by a pitch in her first at bat. Full count pitch on the way, and that time she's going to be hit once again. And will head down to first base. Elliott will get Kendra Nicholson as her courtesy runner. Brings up Tacey Watkins. Tacey grounded out in her first at bat. First pitch called strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two to Watkins. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Watkins goes down swinging. 2 dead for the Lumberjacks, 2 outs, that is. Brings up the number 10 of Stacy Mitchell. Over at first base, Kendra Nicholson, 2 outs. Mitchell walked her first at bat. Takes a swing at the first pitch, strike one. Next pitch from Sumter on the way, high fly ball, or foul ball, I should say. 0-2 count now to 0-2 count to Mitchell. Next pitch on the way. Gonna ring her up on a called strike 3. And she's gonna get caught looking. That's 2 more strikeouts, I do believe. I might have missed one there for Taylor Sumter. But the Lumberjacks come up with 1 run, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base for the 1 left on base for the Lumberjacks. That was the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lumberjacks lead it 2-1 over the Badgers with, let's see here, it's Jaden Falk at the plate when we return.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Idaho.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back, and we have a new batter in there. It's number 1, Sadie Fredrickson. Going to take a swing at the first pitch, strike 1. Next pitch on the way. Called strike 2. Sadie Fredrickson is a freshman, batting .250 on the year, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 double. 0-2 count, though, to Fredrickson. 0-2 pitch on the way. She's going to foul that one off. Count remains 0-2. Fredrickson stepped out of the box for a minute, now back in. 0-2 count on the way. Little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Sadie. Once again, the wind picking up here this afternoon. Next pitch on the way. Off speed, trying to get him to chase that one. That's that one that you try to get him to chase it, and a lot of times they do. That time she does not. Comes up a little short. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think it's a changeup. Next pitch. Fastball, strike 3. Gonna catch her looking. Strikeout number 8 for Watkins. coach ran over to the dugout real quick. I'm not sure what she was doing, getting something over to the dugout, I think. Brings up Kaylee Sumter. Struck out swinging her first at bat. First pitch is going to be a called strike. Nine strikeouts for Watkins, 5 strikeouts for Sumter in this game. Another strike looking on that one. 0-2 count to Kaylee Sumter with 1 out, nobody on for the Badgers. That one is low. 1 ball. 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way. Gonna get her a swing at that high one. It's gonna be a dropped 3rd strike. They get the throw to first in time. Strikeout number 10 for Watkins in this game. 2 down brings up Taylor Sumter. She struck out swinging in her first at bat. Coach, umpire coming over and talking to the Badger or coach for a minute about something. Can't quite hear, even turning up my crowd mic. So she wanted an explanation of something, not 100% sure exactly. Now she's talking to Coach Watkins and seeing if he's heard of whatever it was that she was being told. Brings up the 14 of Taylor Sumter. Struck out swinging her first at bat, takes a first pitch swing and a miss, strike 1. Another swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count now to Sumter. Taylor Sumter. Watkins rocks, fires, swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 pitches to her, and she'll strike out swinging. There was no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for the Badgers in the top of the 4th inning. Lumberjacks lead it 2-1 going into the bottom of the 4th, and it'll be Mia Asbury at the plate when we return.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back. We have a new pitcher in for the Badgers. Jody Curtis goes to the pitching mound. The number 14 of Taylor Sumter goes over to third. Center field, I'm not sure who is where now, but we'll take a look in a little bit and try to get that figured out. Mia Asbury to the plate for St. Mary's. That pitch is up high for ball 1. Might be number 1 out in center field. next pitch is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2 on the next pitch. 2-1 count. Can't see who's in left. That pitch misses for ball 3. 3-1 to Asbury. Next pitch on the way. Ball 4. That's not number 9 out there, is it? It might be. I think we've got number 9 in left field now. No, 9 is still at short. I think we have a swing and a miss by Danica Sloper on her first pitch. Stolen base by Allen. The next one is a high fly ball hit out, and it's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run going to, no runs are going to score. Still trying to see the number. I think it might be an 8 or a 6 on our left fielder. Gonna wait just a little bit longer. Runners at first and second, or second and third. That pitch is going to be strike. Wait and see what the count is here. Next pitch on the way. I think she got a piece of that one. Might be number 6, Sammy Cohn in left field. Next pitch on the way. That one's up high. I have a throw out to second base for some reason, and we have an error out there. Again, I'm not sure who that error is on, as I didn't see fully what happened. Next pitch is a called strike 3. So Curtis gets a strikeout. Brings up Brebner, high ball 1 on the first pitch. Next pitch, ground ball to the third baseman. They're going to try to throw to home, and they're going to get her out, as Sloper is out on the way home. I'm going to call that a fielder's choice. I think that was the third baseman. First pitch now to Maddie Thomas is a strike. 2 down, runner on first for the Lumberjacks. They lead it 3-1. That pitch is going to be fouled off. 0-2 count now to Thomas. Oh, 2 count to Thomas, 2 outs. Runner at first for the Lumberjacks. Next pitch fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Clouds getting a little bit darker off to the east over there. Still clear to the west. Getting the ball back out there to the umpire. 0-2 to Thomas. Next pitch on the way. That one misses for ball 1. Now it's a line drive right to the third baseman, and she gets it knocked down, but it was a sharp hit ball. It came off of the ground, popped up, hit her in the bottom of her face mask, and that is not going to be an error. That is a single. A hard hit ground ball over to the first third baseman, and like I said, that was a hard hit, so hard to gather up for her. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Next pitch on the way. That is a fly ball hit by Avery Baird. The catch being made by the shortstop of Sumter. And that will retire the sides. Lumberjacks with 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. St. Mary's leads at 3-1 into the top of the 5th. And it'll be Amanda Cohn when we return.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks!
And we are back, and we have the number 20 of Amanda Cohn step into the plate for the Badgers. She struck out swinging in her first at bat. First pitch, little check swing on that one, holds up, ball 1 high on the pitch. Watkins toes the rubber, ready to deliver the next pitch to Amanda Cohn. Next pitch on the way. Strike 1 on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Watkins steps back up. 1-1 pitch on the way. Tries that off-speed changeup. Comes up short. 2 balls, 1 strike. Couldn't get her to chase after it as it wasn't really close to the plate on that one. 2-1 count to Cohn. Pitch on the way. Fastball fouled off. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Watkins has about 4 or 5 pitches in her arsenal, I think. I know she's got that kind of like that changeup, that fastball, that rise ball. I'm not sure what else there is. Next pitch on the way. Little ground ball down to Sandy. Anna Sandy with the throw to first in time for the ground out. Out number 1 for the Badgers brings up the number 15 of Savannah Richter. 0 for 1, struck out swinging her first at bat. First pitch to Richter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the fastball. Watkins has about a 65-mile-an-hour fastball. Next pitch on the way. Strike 2 on a called strike. Richter down 0-2 in the count, 1 out. On deck should be Kira Sumter, unless there's been a change there. That pitch comes across low. Again, it looked like that changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Richter. One, 2 count. Pitch on the way. Chase is a high one for strike 3. That's strikeout number 12 for Tacey. Kira Sumter to the plate now. She hit a single in her first at bat. That was the one that just got under Avery Baird's glove. That one's going to be a called strike. A little bit of a delay on giving us the signal, but strike one to Sumter. Next pitch, called strike two. That's that one that he's been calling down in that lower part of the zone. Is just about everybody thinks that's going to be a ball, I think, but every time it's been a strike. It looks like it's just at, maybe even below the knees, but he's been consistent with it. Next pitch on the way, swings a little bit of a high one. Maybe that's that. No. I thought that was a foul ball. The way that popped up off the bat, I thought it was a foul ball, and they're calling it a drop third strike and a safe at the plate. I think even Coach Watkins wanted to know if that was a foul ball, and I think even the Badgers coach was trying to figure out what happened on that, because it sure as heck seemed like that ball got tipped. That pitch inside. Strike two. 0-2 count now. That counts as a strike. Still counts. Well, I don't know. Counts as a strikeout, I believe, to Watkins still. Even on the drop third that's safe. That's going to be called strike three as he's going to catch her looking. And that will retire the sides. There was no runs, no hits, no errors. One left on base for the Badgers into the bottom of the fifth. The Lumberjacks lead it by a score of 3-1. And it'll be Brenna Elliott at the plate when we return.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Nice weather is coming, and maybe the winter was hard on your deck or your dock. 10th Street Lumber is your decking headquarters for all of your decking needs. From Trex decking to wood decking and beyond, 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's can have your deck or dock looking brand new. Stop by today and see Pat or one of his hard-working employees to see what they have. 10th Street Lumber wishes the Lumberjacks the best of luck.
And we are back. We've got Brenna Elliott stepping to the plate. She's been hit by pitch in her 2 at-bats here in this one. On deck will be Tacey Watkins. In the hole, Stacy Mitchell. Both teams with 2 hits in this one. Bonners Ferry has 3 errors. St. Mary's with 1. Lumberjacks have left 4 runners stranded. That pitch, ball 1 down low. Not sure who that one is batting for either. So I don't know. I got to get that number 6 changed. Again, down low, ball 2. That pitch is a called strike. Next pitch. High. 3-1 count now to Brenna Elliott. 3-1 pitch. I think that hit her again, actually. I think she was hit by pitch once again. I think that one got her in the foot. Either way, it was a walk or a hit by pitch. Courtesy runner Kendra Nicholson headed out for Brenna. Brings up Tacey Watkins, yet in the way she's walking, that ball definitely hit her toe. Watkins swings at that first pitch, fouls it up, takes it off the top of the bus, strike 1. Oh, 1 count to Watkins. Mitchell on deck, next pitch. That's a kind of a change-up look like Watkins has. ball one. Stolen base for Nicholson. Next pitch, down low. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Watkins. Next pitch, swing, ground ball down the third baseline. And Watkins will be safe to third, or to second base. I'm going to call it a single. Again, it was a pretty hard ground ball. I'm not going to call that an error. Again, it was just a sharp hit ball on the ground that, again, gave kind of an odd hop. And there's another ground ball. It's another sharp ground ball that was popped up hard and knocked down by the third baseman. Again, I'm going to call it a single by Stacy Mitchell. And it just another one of those ones that just took an odd hop. And the run does score for the Lumberjacks. And Mitchell over to second on the throw. So we got a 1 ball, no strike count to Asbury now. No outs. Swing to miss at the next pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Asbury. Oh, and Watkins going to get caught maybe in a little bit of a pickle. And yeah, she does. I'm going to call it caught stealing. Next pitch is low, ball 2, I think, to Asbury. Next pitch, low and outside, 3-1 count to Asbury. On the way. That was hit right to the third baseman. That one I will give as an E. Error on the third baseman. No, nope, foul ball. Never mind. I take that one back. That ball was out of play. I thought she was in play when she touched that. Full count. Ball outside. And that'll earn Asbury the walk over to first base. Brings up Danica Sloper. Sloper hit a single in her last at bat out into center left field, sort of. Just kind of dropped over the top of the shortstop. Nobody could get to it in time. First pitch, she's going to go golfing at that one, though. Foul ball, strike 1. That's one that I think she wishes she would not have swung at. 0-1 count to Sloper. That one fouled off as well. 0-2 count now to Sloper. Just 1 out. Michaela Spray on deck for the Lumberjacks. Next pitch on the way. That one is going to hit Mitchell and will load the bases. Not Mitchell, Danica. That'll bring up Michaela Spray, strikeout swinging, strikeout looking for her 2 at-bats in this one. First pitch, swung on, hit to the third baseman, little fly out. And a routine play there for the third baseman. Everybody held up, bases loaded, 2 outs. Brings up Lexi Brebner. She reached on a fielder's choice in her first at bat, or in her second at bat. Struck out swinging in her first at bat. Gonna ground ball that one down the third baseline. Foul, strike 1. Get the ball back to Jody Curtis And she's ready to rock that next pitch on the way. That one's going to be popped up foul. That gets out of play. 0-2 count to Brebner. Get the ball back. They got a foul ball back into the ump. Now we're ready to rock again as Curtis rocks and fires. That pitch is high and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way. Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lumberjacks playing around here, getting off the bags, getting them to throw the ball around, trying to see if they can get them to have another error. Next pitch on the way. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Going to catch her looking on that one. That's 2 outs. No, 3 outs for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's with 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. Into the top of the 6th. The Lumberjacks lead at 4-1. We'll be back.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
As winter drags on, you still need to stay warm and keep your animals fed. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's has all of those needs and more covered. You can stop by Triple X Feeds and pick up wood pellets for your pellet stove and pet food for your indoor or outdoor critters. Also, as spring grows closer, that means 4-H season. If you have a 4-H member in your household that raises turkeys or chickens, talk to Triple X Feeds about getting your 4-H project. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's.
And we are back. The number 6 of Emma, no, not Emma Tompkins. I had 2 6s on here earlier. Fouls off the first pitch. What did we say her name was? Sammy? Sammy Cone. I think she has 2 strikes. Make it 3 strikes. And the first out. Looks like, according to my numbers, we have 15 strikeouts in this game for Watkins. Brings up the top of the order, Jody Curtis. She had a single and a strikeout swinging in her first 2 at-bats. First pitch called strike 1. Next pitch on the way. Strike 2. Again, that big strike zone from the umpire. 0-2 count, pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 2. Strikeout, I believe, 16 for Watkins in this one. Brings up, I believe, the number 1 of Sadie Fredrickson, and it is. Struck out looking her first at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I thought I heard him say Olivia, but I don't think that's right. I mean, there is an Olivia on their roster, though. She is not that number. Strike 2 called on the next pitch. Oh, that is Olivia. Must have had a change of number. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. It's always nice when the rosters are nowhere near correct. 3 outs for the Badgers, and the strikeouts by Watkins. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Into the bottom of the 6th inning, the Lumberjacks lead it 4-1, and it'll be Maddie Thomas, the bottom of the order, at the plate when we return.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And we are back as we get some things squared around, settled up here. In the outfield, I got to get my players squared around here. Hopefully they're all right. Like I said, some of these numbers and names have been wrong, or not the right ones as far as what we have. For the Lumberjacks, Maddie Thomas to the plate. Had a single her last at bat, walked her first. First pitch inside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Thomas. Next pitch on the way. Ball 2. That one comes across low. 2-0 count now to Thomas. Next pitch on the way. Gonna have a called strike on that one. That looked like that changeup. 2-1 count to Thomas. That one is going to be hit. Fly ball. Caught by Kara Sumter from her shortstop position. High fly ball. Out number 1. Top of the order now for the Jacks brings up Avery Baird for St. Mary's. She has a line drive out, a ground out, and a fly out. So she's got the trifecta of outs so far. And then the line drive single. Maybe it's a double. No, they're not going to send her around to second. Nice line drive single into left field by Avery Baird. Gets things going for the Lumberjacks. 1 out brings up Brenna Elliott. She, I believe, has been hit by pitch all 3 times. That one in the dirt, ball 1. Wild pitch advances the runner over to second base. Next pitch, called strike, outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Elliott. On deck is Watkins. Next pitch on the way. Outside, I believe. And another error. That time I was kind of paying attention. And that one I think is on the second baseman as she did not grab that ball and pull it into her glove. And that's a different person out there as well now. At second base is the number 22, which I don't even have a 22 on my rosters. I'm not sure if that was a ball or a strike. That one she got a piece of. I think we got a 2-2 count. That one is outside. So 22 is Sadie Fredrickson. So ball
That's like God had been in a helmet. Duck.
I think she was hit by pitch once again. And there's a big poke by Watkins. And that hit by Watkins, I'm going to call it a double, into left or right field. Watkins gets over to third on the throw. 2 runs across, brings up Stacy Mitchell. That pitch is up high. 6-1, Jacks with the lead. Outside, ball 2. That one is on the ground. I took Sadie Fredrickson off there. That one is going to be a high fly ball, just out of play. That one is a ground ball to the first baseman. The throw is in time for the out. Looks like we brought in 1 run on that one, though. And it brings up Mia Asbury. First pitch, strike 1. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Asbury. Nobody on the bags now. St. Mary's has ran 3 runs across. Lead 7-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Asbury. Asbury walked her first 2 at-bats, or her last 2 at-bats was hit by pitcher first. High outside, 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch, low. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Asbury. On deck is Sloper. That is going to be hit into right field. Can't get to it. It's going to be a base hit, overrunning it as well. Going to call it a triple for Asbury. As that one got under the glove of the right fielder, rolled to the fence. Brings up Danica Sloper. Struck out swinging, single, hit by pitch in her last 3 at-bats. First 3 at-bats. Spray on deck. 2 outs for the Lumberjacks. Sloper fouls that one off. Almost put it through the window of, I think that's Kyle Seibert's truck out there. Just barely missed hitting that one. 0-1 count. Outside corner on the next pitch. Strike 2. 0-2 the count now to Sloper. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's 3 outs. That's 3 outs. So the Lumberjacks come up with 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Top of the 7th, St. Mary's leads 7-1. 3 outs will get us to the finish of this one. And it'll be Kaylee Sumter, I do believe, at the plate for the Badgers.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. We all remember, and we are back. And the first, I guess you could say, oopsie-doo of Tacey's day is a hit by pitch on the first batter, Kaylee Sumter. Now it'll be Taylor Sumter with no outs. First pitch to Sumter. Up high, gets wild on that one. Runner at second base. 1 ball, no strikes to Taylor Sumter. Taylor struck out swinging in her first 2 at-bats. Next pitch on the way. Swing and miss, strike 1. 1-1 count now to Sumter. Next pitch. In the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Or 2 balls, 1 strike. Watkins looks in, the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Sumter. 2-2 count. Sumter back into the box. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out for the Badgers. Strikeout number 18 for Watkins. Brings up number 13. That might be Schmeier again. Got a strike, and Sumter came home. I'm not sure if that was a stolen base. I'm not sure how she got there, but 0-1 count to Schmeier. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count now to Schmeier. On deck, looks like it's number 16 or 15. Might be supposed to be Richter. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 2. Brings up, I believe, the catcher, Samantha Richter. Richter, strikeout swinging in her first 2 at-bats. Ground ball right to Watkins. Throw to first in time for the ground out. And that will conclude this game. Watkins does not quite get to the 20 strikeout number. We're going to take a quick look at everything before we sign off here. The Badgers get 1 run across in the first inning on an error, if I recall right. And then they ended up with a run here in the 7th. I believe it was a stolen base. I'm not 100% sure. 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 errors by the Badgers, 1 left on base. St. Mary's had a run in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd, a run in the 4th, a run in the 5th, 3 runs in the 6th to come to the 7 runs on 7 hits. 1 error on the Lumberjacks, and the Lumberjacks left 8 stranded on the bases.
The Badgers, as a team, batted .087 in this one. Pitching-wise, I had a couple of different pitchers. Taylor Sumter started the game. She had 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. Jody Curtis came in, struck out 3, walked 2. And they each hit 3 batters. And the fielding numbers to 852 for the Badgers with those 4 errors. For the Lumberjacks, team batting, 304 in this one. Let's see here. Who all had hits? Tacey had 2. 2 hits, one of them a double. A triple for Mia Asbury. And RBIs, 1 RBI for Tacey, 1 RBI for Stacy. Pitching for the Lumberjacks, Watkins, all 7 innings, 87 pitches. She faced 24 batters, 1 earned run. She had 19 strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit batter. She also, of course, gets the win. Fielding-wise for the Lumberjacks, 962, 1 error, 21 putouts, 4 assists in the game. Lumberjacks sweep the Badgers here today, and that's about going to do it for us. I almost think, if I'm correct, I'm not sure if there's any games next week, because I know it might be next Tuesday that is the start of districts, because it is the 9th and 10th for district tournament action up in Orofino, and we'll let you know all about who, what, when, and where we're covering when we go over there. It's always a chore to figure out if we're going to do the boys or the girls for districts when they're on the same days, and we'll let you know everything about it. But I don't know. We may have one more broadcast this week, and it might be the Genesee game. So we'll let you know tomorrow. We've got some other appointments and stuff going on, so we will not be broadcasting the games at Timberlake. So that's going to about do it here for us from City Park Field as the Lumberjack girls win Game 2, and they won Game 1 as well. Have a great evening. We'll see you back here next time.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!